Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's session, we are going to learn Terraform input variable using terraform.tvars. Earlier, we have seen various methods of input variable. Okay, input variable through terraform.tvars. Terraform.tvars. Before we are going to proceed, let me create today's date folder. Here I have to go. Yeah, then 20. Today is 20. After a long time, I am coming back. Okay. Um, 20, 20, Okay. Let me copy main.tf and version.tf. Okay. Variable.tf need to copy. Yeah. Let me open in VS Code. I have to write it here as a code space dot. Then it will automatically open in VS Code. So terraform.tvers, we are going to read today. Okay, so be stick with this topic. Okay, today. So this is a very important and commonly used concept in real world Terraform projects. Especially when working with multiple environments like dev, staging, and production. So by the end of this session, you will clearly understand what Terraform.tvars, how Terraform automatically loads it, how it override default variables values, and when to use it in real projects. So let's get started. Okay. So first of all, I'll tell you the already told you two times the basic part of input variable and all. So before jumping into the demo, let's first understand the concept. Terraform uses input variables to make infrastructure code reusable and configurable. I already told you in previous video. Okay, so input variables are ways to make your configuration dynamic and reusable. Okay, so normally we define variables in a file like variable.tf. Okay, or you can define any way, but it is a common way like people can easily understand. So I am writing as a variable.tf. As you can see here, variable.tf. All the variables I am going to declare in this only, in this .tf file only. Okay. So each variable may have a name. You can see name, okay, a type, and optionally a default value. So each variable I have all these things. So but in real projects we do not want to change .tf files every time. Means whatever the files we have here, we are not supposed to change any time, or every time, I can say here. So we want environment specific values without touching core code. So dev having different values, prod having different values, staging having different values. Okay. So that's why where Terraform TFRs comes in. Okay. So let me explain you that what is Terraform.TFRs. So let me come to here. So it is a special file name. Okay. If it if Terraform finds a file named terraform.tfvars in the working directory, it automatically loads it. No CLI flag is required. Okay. And values defined here override default values in variable definitions. Okay. So I already explained you that the priority what it take as a variable in this configuration file. Okay. So here, these, I'll write it here. Let me gives you number so that you can remember it. This is the second point, and this is the third point. Okay. I'll write it here A, B here. So this is why Terraform.tfrs is heavily used in like dev staging prod environment, CI/CD pipelines, team-based Terraform projects. So we are using these things for in Terraform. So let me create Terraform.tfrs. So creating a Terraform.tfrs is easy one in VS Code. Let me create Terraform dot tf vars. Okay, so this is my file. I clicked here and I created a file and given the name terraform.tf vars. So one basic thing I told you, that whenever you are working with terraform.tf, you should have in the same directory, okay, in which your configuration file have. So I have created here only. So now the name must be exact, otherwise auto loading will not happen. Okay, so we have to give the same name. And now I have to declare the values. For the values, okay, I have to declare it here in terraform.tfvars. So whatever the variable name you have taken, so you have to write the values here. Let me take the variable. The first one you taken for the resource group name. Control C, Control V. Then you have to write equal to how many Terraform variables you have. You can give all the variable values here, okay, in terraform.tfvars. If you are not giving and you have mentioned the default one, so default will take care of it, the exact value. Okay, so now I have four variable, so I need to copy the all the variable name. So virtual network name, then I have one more subnet, subnet underscore name. Okay, so whatever the variables you have passed here, I have taken all the values. Okay, so important points, you know, that variable name must match exactly. While you are giving here variable name, you have to checked, okay, two times at least. So like this, I'll tell you, the variable name is resource group underscore name, and you have to go here and check the name of all the variables. So let me give the input as RG, today's date 20 2021 2001 2026 2001. Let it be East US. Change the name that VNet. Okay. So Terraform does name based mapping. So these values will override defaults, not merge with them. So whatever the value I have passed, now we have two placed variables. Like I have given through default values, and I have also passed through tier bars. So which one having the priority, the value will replace the things here. Okay. So now you have to save this file, and we won't pass anything via CLI. So now I'll do Terraform init here. Let me open terminal. Now I have my terminal. Terraform in it. Now what this Terraform init does, I already explained you too many times. Initializes the working directly, the first work of Terraform init, downloads required provider plugins, second work, and the third one prepare Terraform to work with the configuration. Okay. So one thing you have to be careful, if you have provided terraform.tf vars, means Terraform automatically detects terraform.tf vars. So no special message is shown, but it is already loaded internally. Okay, if we are giving like that. So now again the command is terraform validate. Terraform validate. Now I have I have to put enter. So I did it. Now what does it do? This Terraform validate. So all.tf files are syntactically correct. It is checking. Variable must values are valid. No missing required variables is there. Okay. So if Terraform.tf vars hadn't an invalid variable name, this command would fail. Okay. So now let me do with Terraform fmt. So what does this Terraform fmt do? This is optional but recommended. Okay, keeps code clean, crystal clear. Okay, if anyone coming, so that it can much more understandable. Okay, so maintains standard formatting. Okay, whatever you are doing formatting in the first page, you have to be at the last page in the same way. Important for team collaborations. Okay, so it is a very very good thing to maintain it. Okay, now I'll do terraform plan. So terraform plan, what happens here? Terraform generates an execution plan. It compares desired state means .tf files, dot .tf files. Okay, this one, .tf files. So it compares .tf file with the current state. Current state means the Azure one. Okay, so and most importantly, it uses values from terraform.tf. Okay, so you can see that 4 to add has been come in front of me. So you can tell the name of the values from where it is taking the values. So you have to take care of it. Okay, so you can see where is our resource group. Yeah, here. So resource group name we can see that is RG 2001 2026. Okay, by mistakenly it is written as 2001. Okay, I was giving the date. So 2026. 20, okay, okay, it is correct only 2001 2026. Okay, so the name of resource group, then location, then virtual network, then subnet. Okay, so everything is clear here from where the name is taken. So we can also compare that all the values are coming from terraform.tfvars. So it bypass the default values what I have passed in variable.tf. Now come to once we verify the plan, we apply it now. So for applying Terraform apply, so confirm with yes if you are not giving that flag one. Okay, that does one. Okay. So Terraform will create the resources and only the overridden values. Okay, it uses the only the overridden values store the final state in terraform.tf state. Okay, so after applying it, let me apply it. Terraform apply. Terraform apply. Now I'll give the command by typing here. Okay, in console it will ask whether Terraform should proceed or not. So this is the good thing. Yeah, you can see enter a value here. So once your resource is created, then you need to delete all the resources. Okay, so that after pay as you go mode, you won't have to give that much amount. Okay, I think I have taken Terraform init Terraform plan. So once your resources is created, then cleanup is very very important. Avoid unnecessary cloud costs. Okay, so here three things are creating that resource group location, virtual network, resource group name. Okay, dash auto Terraform player dash auto approve. Here Terraform apply. What type I am doing? Approve. AWPROV. So while it is creating, let me open my VS Code. So you can check that your resource group is created here with today's date. This is the previous one. So after creating the resources, you need to delete all the resources. Use state file to know what to destroy. Okay. So and you have shortcut one file deletion and all rm minus rf dot terraform rm minus rf terraform dot tf state. Okay. So dot terraform provides plugins and metadata. Terraform dot tf state state code. So removing these resets the project completely. So this is the thing today's. Okay, so let's quickly summarize today's session. Terraform.tf is auto loaded by Terraform. It provides default variable names. No CLI or flags are configured. Ideal for environment based CSCD team projects. Okay, and always review Terraform plan before apply. So while you are playing with Terraform, you have to be careful. Clean up the resources to avoid the cost leak and all. Okay, so while you had created your resources, you must delete it after some time. Okay, but you need to delete it. I already changed the name. Main.tf. I have rg and all code here. Variable.tf. So witness is disabled and therefore marked as read only. You cannot perform any actions on this subscription until it is re-enabled. Okay, I think subscription has been failed here. Let me check. Yeah, now you can see disable one is came. Okay, so this is the reason why our resources is not created. So that's all for the today's session on Terraform input variables using terraform.tavars. Okay, so if you found this useful, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share with your team as well as with your friends. Okay, so in next session we will cover again that input variable. Then quick go next one. Okay, so thank you and see you in the next live class.